Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me over the background traffic noise. I'm here this morning with Governor Brown and Attorney General Becerra to announce the filing of our 415 pages of comments on the Trump administration's proposal to roll back the auto emission standards that have been in effect since 2012, and to state clearly our intention to proceed in opposition to this completely unjustified and illegal proposal. We've been working on these comments for some time now, and they're now live, and you can see exactly all the ways in which what they're proposing not only doesn't make sense from its own logic, is poorly argued, poorly organized, not based in fact, and illegal. And to help us to articulate further the legal issues, of course, we're working with our Attorney General and a coalition of Attorneys General from other states as well. So I'd like to turn the microphone over now to Mr. Becerra.
I'd like to thank first the chairwoman of the board of the Air Resources Board of California, Chairwoman Nichols, for all the work that she and her team has done on this issue. Thank also Governor Brown for being a champion on this issue for quite some time before the federal government actually started doing much on this issue. So we've got leaders that have experience on this issue. Hopefully you can hear us over the noise, but it's important to shout it out that this is high stakes poker that's being played by the federal government. It's not just the issue of climate change that's in the balance, it's also the health of the American people. Today, 21 states and the District of Columbia, through their attorneys general, are joining with California to file comments urging the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to preserve our clean car standards that apply nationwide. The benefits of the clean car standards are well documented. They save consumers money, reduce emissions, support energy independence, and help prevent the effects of climate change. And all of that is good for our health. The existing clean car standards are expected to prevent 2,000 premature deaths, 50,000 cases of respiratory ailments, and reduce asthma symptoms among 24 million Americans, including more than 6 million children. Those existing rules would save the average consumer $1,620 over the lifetime of a car or truck. In California, we can't afford to backslide. Californians can't afford to pay more at the pump or leave their children a more polluted planet. Our state is number one in clean energy, and we sell more zero-emission vehicles than any other state. We've seen the effects of climate change firsthand in our state, from record wildfires to devastating mudslides. The clean car standards are essential in our effort to protect the people, resources, and economies of our states. That's why we're standing up for the existing clean car standards. Instead, the Trump administration is proposing to abandon them and require little or no progress on GHG emission standards or fuel economy for 6 years. Climate change is a crisis. We don't respond to a crisis by waiting 6 more years to act. The administration's proposal ignores the overwhelming scientific consensus that we need to cut emissions to zero by 2050 to avoid irreversible and catastrophic climate change impacts. The Trump administration's attempts to throw out these standards aren't just wrong and short-sighted. As we argue today, they're illegal. And they're illegal for a number of reasons that we outline in our briefs. We believe that it's time for the administration to wake up. We don't have time to wait. And while today's news may be all about these pipe bombs that are threatening so many Americans, let us not ignore that there's a ticking time bomb growing in America the longer we wait to tackle climate change It is time to act. California will. We won't let someone tell us not to act because we've seen the progress we've made, and we're not going to backslide. With that, let me turn it over to our governor, Governor Jerry Brown.
Thank you. Look, what I have to say is real simple, and I'll say it as succinctly as I can. This Trump administration attack on innovative vehicle technology jeopardizes the health of millions and will cost billions at the pump. Foolishly, it mandates gas guzzlers instead of clean and zero-emission vehicles. Wrong way to go. Wrong way to go, Donald. Get with it. Bad, to put it in the vernacular. So let me just expand a bit on that. China and other countries are totally committed to new battery technology and electric cars. That's where they're going. In 5 to 7 years, the fossil fuel car will have been supplanted in new car sales by electric vehicles and batteries. The question is, will America be there, or will we lose the battery technology and the electric car as we have photovoltaic electric technology? It's very dangerous. It means jobs. It means American power in the world. So what we're talking about today is saving jobs, saving America's position in the world, protecting our health, and keeping faith with the American people. Thank you.